A lot of people have asked for a video of this gun. A lot of people. I think this is my most requested since I put up that I was doing one. So I guess I better do a fucking video, eh? Now, anyone who knows me knows full well how much I hate working on sport guns. I really, really don't like it. It's not that it's hard, it's that it's just so many big bits. And I just really, and the mags, the fucking electric mags never work. I hate them, but I do so many. This is an S&T M240b. I think I worked on one of these many years back, or a few years back. I do not fucking remember. So I guess the insides of this gun are a mystery to me. I hope you guys are enjoying me puzzling over how to take this cunt apart. I really, really hope you're enjoying it. That.
Oh, I might load around. Oh, I have. Lovely.
I think that's a big thing to remember when you watch Airsoft techs on the fucking internet. And that is that, okay, you give me a generic M4, I can take that completely apart, every component out, every last pin, and reassemble in the exact manner it was done in about 15 minutes. Give or take. You know, that's if I'm being reasonably careful. No one shows you what it's like to try and figure out how to take a gun apart that you can't remember if you've even taken one apart before. If this is mine, I'd be a bit more rough with it. I might have screwdrivers in trying to pry things just to see what happens. I can't do that with some other cunt's gun. I'm stuck with what's going on, aren't I? So I've just got to find something that's retaining it. Something's retaining it, and I don't know what. It's all so confusing! I only assume that's fucking roadkill in there. What on earth? What the fuck is that? That's pubes. A whole load of fucking pubes. That is fucking disgusting. Brilliant. Right, that's a really smart placement of the micro switch, because micro switches do kind of die. And with this, you can whip it out pretty quickly as well. You can do it on the 249 and shit, but just saying. So that's screw. So that's screw. So that's screw. Tightens up against that pin. So you can knock it out. Cool, right? That's a tiny spring, fucking hell. It's a bit tight, but it's shimmed. Yeah, look at that. Woo, baby! Okay, AOE. There's no damage whatsoever to the piston. And I isn't terrible. Seen much worse. As far as support guns go, that is on the better side. But for longevity, we're taking the shit out anyway. Take a little look at this here. That is where the bevel gear has been scratching to fuck against the side of the gearbox, right? Now that bushing is perfectly smooth. This one's raised up, that one's raised up. And we're talking they are raised up. Now I don't know if they already come with these bushings inside, or whether someone's done modifications, I can't tell. I think this is just how they are. The opposite on these ones, that one there, in the middle, nice and smooth. That one raised up, that one raised up. So, this gear has been hammering the fuck. I've taken no shims out. This has just been hammering to fuck against that bushing. Right, I can't tell if this has been done in the factory or done by somebody else. I've got no idea. I've popped the bushings out and there's quite a few different things going on. Look at that. So, starting at the top, let me get a pointy thing. Right here, very slight factory recessing. This one here, slight factory recessing. This one, no recessing. In fact, that is raised up, right? On this side, where the gear is scuffing up, you can see that that is recessed from factory. That is recessed after the fact. And this one is recessed, but it's pissed over on this side. Like it's going, it's too far that way. Or they bored it out too far this way. So I'm going to have to modify the gearbox casing. I've also realised there wasn't a single shim in the gun. Not a single one. Little thing. It doesn't like any gears aside from its own gears. I tried numerous sets and it was bullshit. I could not get them to sync up perfectly. Would not happen. These gears would push away from each other when they got to a certain point, because obviously they're not quite perfect. Fortunately, I could change up the bevel gear. However, the motor, I had to remove material from the end bell because this was permanently shifted all the fucking way forward and therefore was always tight on these gears. Another reason why this is probably scratched up to fuck. As you can see, I've smoothed it all out after I've refitted gears and so forth. And now it's flawless. As you can see, it'll pick up perfectly. Ready? Yay! Great, right? Row! Because the shape of the piston is fucking different. It takes it. It drags it back. It hits the fucking gear. Fucking genius. I want this to be the first test I do, and I'm going to clean this up a little bit around here. I've left this tiny section here a little bit higher. I'm also going to polish this up a little bit here, get rid of the excess glue that's on the outside, but I've had to completely modify the outside of the piston rack so that it is the correct shape. Haven't tested it yet, but I've also bonded the fuck out of the inside as well with JB Weld. I've had to remove the sides of the teeth very slightly at an angle, whilst making sure that it's deep enough to not pull the rack out. But this is my very first test, so I don't even know if I've taken enough off. I fucking hope I have. Let's see. I'm not actually holding that down, I'm just resting my finger on it so it doesn't jump out of the runner. Looks like we're going to be okay. Hear that? That's this fucking screw. That screw there keeps fucking winding itself in. You know, physics says you can't wind a screw in by firing it, but I've had it in the past. Which is exactly why, as many times as possible, especially with support guns, I shim it so the motor is permanently out. So what I've done, first things first, let's be very clear about something. Somebody commented they didn't like my new camera angles, so I've put the old camera angle back in, right here, so that I can just fuck with that one person. All done. This has worked out fucking beautifully. I'm very, 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 very pleased with this gun. I like the way it looks, I like the way it feels. It's a big fucking gun. It's confusing to get into, but it's a big fucking gun. Range and accuracy. Didn't touch the hot rubber, the hot unit, the barrel, nothing. It seems pretty fucking good to me. I have done my normal stuff inside the gearbox, but you saw the rigmarole I had to go through. What I've also done is I've changed out the top cover from the Airsoft version to this one, the customer supplied. Look at that. So there she be. I like the way the box mag works. I like the way this whole thing looks. It's fucking cool. I like this a lot. I really, really like this a lot. I've oiled everything out, so it's all good. This has worked out pretty smart. It does look too mint though. It looks too nice. If you look at this material here, look how blue and shiny that is. So look at that. Look how blue and shiny it is. What the fuck is going on? It's just beautiful looking. It shouldn't look beautiful. It should look fucked up. Absolutely and completely fucked up. I like everything about it. I just don't know why they made it so I can't use the original gears. Because the sector and the spur gear literally are forced together like this. And I couldn't use any of the normal sets of gears that I'd use. And there's no sense putting in other gear like SEMA and JG gears went in there perfectly fine. But they're no better than these gears. So I just went, well, fuck it. I was able to change up the bevel gear, but obviously I had to remove material from the fucking motor, get it. Ugh. No one's managed to get support guns right yet. The closest I've come to getting a support gun right, out the box, I think, is the S&T plastic 249. Because they've got a regular, boring, QD version 2 gearbox in it. But there it is. One big fucking gun. And before I go, who'd like to talk about big scopes?